Hello and welcome to my channel, and if this is your first time here, my name is Millie and today I'm going to be searching for the shiniest eyeshadow in my single collection. And I'm pretty sure even if I was to look at my eyeshadow palettes, I feel like none of those shimmers will live up to indie brands anyways, so we're just gonna go through my singles collection. Also, this video is inspired by Hannah Louise Poston here on YouTube. I will link her video down below. So basically we just have a bunch of C palettes here with some single eyeshadows that I have from different brands, and I kind of picked out the ones that I thought would be most likely to be the shiniest. So obviously not all of these eyeshadows in all of these palettes, and these palettes are the ones that have the best contenders. Now I feel like I already have an idea on which ones are going to be the shiniest. I suspect they're going to be most likely from either Terra Moons or Cleona and possibly Davina, but we'll see. Maybe I'll be proved wrong. So for this, I'm pretty much gonna stick to like the eyeshadows that look the shiniest. So I'm gonna skip the deep iridescent multi-chrome types of multi-chromes because they are so deep. While they might be super shiny, I don't think they're gonna be like that kind of super glittery crazy shine. So I feel like from this little palette, this is the Menagerie Makeup Labs multi-chrome eyeshadow in Chronic Ailment. I think this one looks really shiny. Let's swatch this one. I am filming with natural lighting, so it might be a little uneven, but that way we'll really get to see what's really shiny. Next up, let's dip into some of these Davina Shadows. I would say even though this one, for example, is messier, even though this one is kind of more colorful shade and less like iridescent, it's still like really shiny. So I'm just gonna swatch it. Why not? And it's pretty shimmery, but I think some of these other shades are definitely gonna be more shimmery. So we've got like quite a lot here. So I don't know if I can really technically swatch all of them because there's just so many, but these are all, see, but once I put them on, I feel like they're not as shiny as I thought they would be compared to something like this where you can see it. It's actually like tripping up the camera because it's so shiny. See how much shinier that is compared to these other shades from the Willy Wonka Exploders. So I think I'm definitely gonna be dipping into these. I just watched this one just to kind of see. That one is pretty shiny though too. This is gonna be quite a task. That one's kind of shiny. Let's see, just for fun, some of these other shades. Not really that shiny, so I'm definitely gonna stay within these. This one's really, really beautiful. I would say this one is so far one of the best contenders. This is Boom Sour. I'm gonna put it aside. Then this one, it's a little flaky, but very shiny. Also gonna put that one to the side. So not the gold one, and then we have all of these. I just wiped off my arm because we're just gonna go in and swatch all of these. It's the only way. This one is absolutely gorgeous. Super shiny. Definitely taking this one aside. This one is pretty shiny, but I think that the other shade might be shinier, so I'm not gonna take that one. Instead, I'm gonna make the cut. Then we have this purple one. Also pretty shiny, but I still think this one is the shiniest. This one is super flaky. Not really that shiny. Maybe if I picked up more. There we go. That's pretty shiny. I might put that one aside. Oh no! And then these two look super shiny. Whoa. Definitely keeping these two in the mix. So these are kind of just as I suspected. I kind of figured it was going to be one of those iridescent shades that would be the shiniest. Except I have this book of shadows which has some Luxie shadows, so I'm gonna just start swatching some. Here are a couple that I think are pretty shiny. So we'll see if they will make the cut. So we've got this one that's pretty shiny. But of course, because it's like a nude compared to just like a bright green, it's not gonna look as shiny. This one is so stunning. This is Painted Lady from their newest collection. Very shiny for being like this type of purple. And then this is Ubi. Not really shiny enough. And then lastly, Nectar. This one looks promising, but not really. So none of the ones from Luxie. Next up we have just a huge mixture of multi-chromes as well as some regular Cleona shades, and then these are JD Glow that I split into 2 pans because the large pan was bothering me. And so we just have a bunch of multi-chromes here, and I feel like I can kind of see which one is shiniest, so I might just swatch one just to see, just out of curiosity. But I definitely think this silver from JD Glow is super shiny. Whoa. So I'm gonna put that one aside. It's called just silver. Let's swatch this one. It's not really like shiny, it's more like metallic, but this is Seaweed from JD Glow, and it's stunning. Very shiny though, so maybe I should put it aside. I just don't think it will beat out some of these iridescent shades. Next up we have some Menagerie Cosmetics shades, and then these Makeup Geek shades, which these are actually super metallic, so maybe we could get a winner from there. I'm gonna swatch this yellow from Menagerie. These are super chunky. I'm not really the biggest fan of them, and it's pretty shiny, but definitely not shiny enough to make it through. And then this is just a Makeup Geek shadow. Okay, I thought they look pretty metallic, but not quite metallic enough. So then next up we have some Glam Cosmetics, and then these are Touch of Glam. These are pretty shiny, but because they're colorful, I'm not really sure if they're going to be shiny enough. There's this shade from Davina, which is Fetty, which might be pretty shiny. I'll swatch it. It's shiny, but I don't think it's the kind of shiny we're looking for. And then all of these are really, really shiny. I haven't done a video on these yet, but I'm not the biggest fan. I feel like they pretty much look the same once they're on the lid because the gold shift is so strong that they pretty much just turn gold on the lid. At least that's my personal experience with these shades, but they are very shiny. So I'll just swatch all of them so you can see. So I recently dropped this palette, and that's why there's kind of pieces of eyeshadow everywhere. I try to clean it the best that I could. Okay, so these are definitely not shiny enough. They're pretty. I'm just gonna swatch one of these because they're pretty like shiny. No, I don't think they're gonna be shiny enough. Plus their colors. So right, next up we have kind of saved the best for last. We have 3 more palettes to get through. This one has some Cleona shades as well as some Terra Moons, and I think one of these might be the winner because I swatched them in a live and they were just so absolutely amazing. These are really shiny as well, but they are colorful, so I really think just the iridescent shades are much easier to make really super shiny and reflective. But let's just swatch a couple of these, kind of the lighter shades, which I think might be the shiniest. Turn on the setting a little bit so that you can like really see it better. That yellow is definitely very shimmery. Possibly, potentially, but I just remember the Davina shades and they're so much more glittery. So next we have all of these iridescent chameleons from Terra Moons, and these are the newest 5 shades that they have. This one, I mean, does this not look like a winner? It's just crazy. Barely dipped my finger in there. It's so shiny. Not as much this one. Trying to layer it on. Not that one either. This one, ooh, this one, yes. But it doesn't swatch as shiny. So out of all of these, I would say definitely this first shade we swatched from Terra Moons. This is Phoenix. I'm gonna put that one aside. I think that's pretty much it from here. Next up we have some Cleona shades. So there's a lot in here. Pretty much all of these shades are gonna be super shiny. So we're just gonna go and swatch all of them and see which one I could possibly pull aside. That is super shiny. That one as well, actually, too. Just all of these purples. Probably not this one. This one's too dark. I'm not gonna swatch that one. This green. Oh yeah. Pretty shiny. And then this blue. I'm pretty sure this one of these is Ripple. I think it's this blue one. Looks a little bit more green on the camera, but in my angle it looks pretty blue. Really hard to choose from these. I'm gonna keep going. We have this shade. Oh yeah. This one's a little flaky too. I find that the flakier ones just seem much shinier. This one is absolutely stunning. Then we have this one. Didn't swatch as shiny. So far, definitely that one, the flakier one. And then these ones are just like iridescent and they're not really the shiniest, I would say. So from these, definitely this purple one. This one is Aura. And then maybe this one. I'll put that one aside too, why not? And last up, we have this palette which has more Terra Moons shades, lots of shimmer shades. Some of these are multi-chromes, some of them are just duochromes. So let's get swatching. I suspect it's gonna be the more flaky looking ones, like this one, these two, and then all of these. I don't think this one's going to be shiny enough at all. I'm just gonna move it to the side over here. So let's see, we've got, I know this is Red Giant because there's a dent in it and it's my most prized possession, truly. This one is pretty shiny, but it's more just like, I don't know, like reflective versus shiny, if that makes sense. And then this one is a little flaky, so I think this one, oh yeah, that one's super shiny. You can just see that. So definitely this one. And we have these two right here. I don't think either of these are gonna... We can kind of use this one as a gauge too, which ones are the shiniest. And we have this purple one, which is really beautiful. And then this one is flaky. Oh my gosh, you can see. Like, the camera can barely even capture that. That's how shiny that is. Definitely that one. Wow, that one might just win this whole thing. Then we've got these two. I don't think either of these will beat that one out. There's just no way. That one's pretty close, but just not quite shiny enough. So next, let's watch these super flaky ones. Oh yeah. These might make it. These are pretty shiny. I think I need to add like another layer. Dipped into the wrong one, so I have to redo it. So this blue one, very, very shiny. Wow. And then this one next to it. Also wow. So I'm gonna take both of these aside. Do these two, skip the others, I guess. Purple. And this one. So you can see that they're just a little bit chunkier. I would say both of these as well. Let's just put them. And then lastly, this one. That one's pretty shiny too. Pretty much the same amount as the others. I'll just put all of these together. And then let's swatch this green one because it looks pretty shiny. It's one of the flakier textures. I would say very shiny. Also keep that one aside. Let's just kind of see this one. I don't think so. It is beautiful, but not this one. Okay, so here we have all the shades that we have put aside that we're just gonna compare against each other now. So these are the shiniest of the shiniest. can definitely see a theme here. I'm gonna swatch this one now against these because I don't know if it's going to be able to keep up now that we have an idea of kind of the top of the line shine. So I'm gonna put that one away because I don't think it is a contender anymore. So here we have all the shades. So now let's swatch all of these against each other and we'll see which ones come out as winners. I have a feeling there's not gonna be like one straight winner. I think it's just gonna be like really shiny and then like the shiniest, and it's gonna be a bundle. It's gonna be like a few. So also I really want to layer these on as much as possible because some of these just pick up better on my finger. That one came on really chunky. I'm not taking these in any particular order, just kind of swatching them next to each other. I feel like this one is just not enough anymore. Yeah, that is not shiny enough. In person it looks even less shiny. This one is Space Baby. So I'm gonna try to build it up even more, but I think I would take that one out. It looks really shiny in the camera, but I promise you in real life, it's just, you can see it's just a little bit less shiny than all of these. And I will tell you all the shades once I've kind of swatched them out. This one as well, it's still pretty shiny, but I don't know, maybe I don't think I'll be able to fit them all on one arm. Oh my gosh, this one is super flaky. I feel like this one is not going to be... Yeah, against all of these, it's still shiny, but it's just tiny bit less shiny. Okay, then we have this one, which was super shiny. See, it's like really beautiful and reflective, but I still feel like some of these other ones that are flakier are just like a little bit more shiny. Super shiny. Cleona. Very shiny. I'm gonna have this silver one be kind of an outlier. It's very shiny, but it's like in a metallic way versus like a... Yeah, I think that one might fall off. Maxed out here. I'm gonna try to swatch one more right here. So there's 4 I wasn't able to swatch, so I'll swatch them next round. So first from here to here, we've got Davina Taffy Bombs, Terra Moon's Little Dipper, Terra Moon's Half Moon, Terra Moon's Celine, Terra Moon's Atlas, Terra Moon's Space Baby, Davina Gumballs, Davina Boom Sour, Cleona Glaze, Terra Moon's Phoenix, Davina Cake Bomb, Cleona Aura, JD Glow Silver, and Davina Puffles. So there's some shades that I think I'm going to take out, and then I'm going to make it into the next round. We've got Terra Moon's Space Baby, and Glazed from Cleona, and then Phoenix from Terra Moons, and Silver from JD Glow. These 4 are going back. Still very shiny, but just not shiny enough. Next up, I'm going to swatch these 4 and see if I want to eliminate any of these 4. We'll be just swatching them on the back of my hand so I can easily compare. This one is super shiny. Definitely keeping. Also very shiny. Very, very shiny. And also very shiny. So we basically replaced the other 4 with these 4. Is what happened. We have 15 shades that are super shiny, and I feel like it's gonna be really hard to just choose one. I don't think that's possible. I think they're all pretty similar in the level of shine, so I'm gonna swatch them one last time. We're gonna see the comparisons, and we'll kind of see if we feel like any of them are shinier, just a little bit. But other than that, I don't think it's not gonna be like one eyeshadow of them all is the shiniest, at least not in my collection. So I'll just start swatching, really try to make it like a really good swatch. This one is just insane though. That one too, actually. Coming down to this one, I feel like maybe this one and this green one maybe just not the shiniest. Like, compared to the other ones, there's just something. But it's also about layering. Like, of course, the more I'm going to layer, the shinier it will be, you know? So it's kind of hard to really gauge it. I feel like this one doesn't look as shiny. And this one is Davina Taffy Bomb. I feel like this one's not as shiny. And maybe this one, I'm gonna add another layer to this one, but it's pretty shiny, but this one again is just like, wow. This one is stunning. Wow, so shiny. Super flaky, as you can see. It looks like that like fake snow. Whoa, so shiny. I'll layer on this blue one and see if it helps a little bit. I mean, some of them only layer like so much, obviously, but some of them, the more you layer, the crazier they get. So here we have all of my shiniest eyeshadows. Like I mentioned, I think I would take out a Little Dipper and Taffy Bomb. I think they're just a little bit less shiny than maybe this shade, which is Cake Bomb by Davina. From the way that it looks, I would say the shiniest one is Light Year from Terra Moons if I had to pick, but it's really hard. And I will also insert some videos with my phone, so maybe we'll be able to gauge that even better. So I'm going to leave my arm here and I'm going to label them on the screen so that if you're interested you could screenshot it or just be able to get a better idea, plus the video on which shade is which. So I started taking pictures for the thumbnail and I kind of scattered all the shades and I forgot to write down which ones were which in that original footage that you just saw. So I redid the arm swatch and I'm going to label this one for you. And so that's everything for this video. Let me know in the comments below which shade you thought was the shiniest from the swatches on my arm. But I would also love to hear which shade from your collection is the shiniest eyeshadow or eyeshadows. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, if you enjoy a lot of shiny, glittery, shifty, and indie makeup content. Then this is the place for you. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you next time.